Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a screenwriter's rant on the Gardner, an action movie that looks pretty badass. And they have a lead actor in here who looks so much like Charles Bronson to me. I had to look up to make sure the guy was still dead. I mean, like, he looks a lot like Bronson in my view. Now, tell me that guy doesn't look like Charles Bronson. He looks exactly like him. He looks exactly like him. I thought, what the hell is happening? It's Charles Bronson. I knew he was dead, but like I was like, could he be alive? And I somehow misheard that, and like they're putting him in a movie. No, but this is a movie. This is totally a movie Charles Bronson would be in. Okay, it totally is. So it's amazing how much he looks like the guy, right down to the mustache, right down to the mustache. But his name is Robert Bronzi, I think. Robert Bronzi is his name. And so let's get into it. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books if you'd like to support the channel. Give me an upvote. Do what you gotta do. Help me out here. Help me out here. I gotta feed this little dog. Gotta feed this little dog treats. And you can see the treats on Bitchute and Rumble with the Hollywoke hot take today and a news blast. Now, this looks like, he's the retired soldier, and he's a gardener. Now he's a gardener. He's having a happy life, and he works for this family and likes it. And then a bunch of bad guys show up, and I think that looks like Post Malone, doesn't it? Is that him? I don't even know. I don't care about him. But they show up to hold everybody hostage and do some nefarious stuff. And, of course, it all goes wrong. And, they end up hurting the family. And this is a great scene. He uses the lawnmower to distract the guy and lure him out, and then he jumps him. And he does something. I won't show you what he does. It's pretty nasty, but from the badass mind behind Commando. This is very Commando-like, by the way. I mean, that happened. Remember Arnold Schwarzenegger gets trapped in the shed, and he uses all the shed stuff to kill guys? This is kind of like that. Only the guy's a gardener, so he's got more of an excuse to use that stuff. But he looks okay. Robert Bronzi. Yep, Robert Bronzi. Doesn't he look like Charles Bronson? Doesn't he look like him? I mean, he's got the same kind of hair, same kind of look. Is that why they cast him? But he's a stunt guy. He's been doing this a while. A bunch of other actors I don't know. And then, there's a big fight scene at the end. And he, of course, is a gardener, but he's an killer. DVD and digital, rated R. Yeah, this definitely should be rated R. Definitely should be rated R. So this is a classic, 80s setup. Totally 80s setup, right? Guy, just minding my own business, being a gardener, being happy, voting, working for this nice family. And then suddenly, these bad guys show up to kill everybody, right? So that'll be the first act. The first act is him having a nice time with the family. They're having there he is. They're having a nice, quiet Halloween dinner, I guess, because I think they're in costume. And then maybe it's November, maybe it's Thanksgiving. He's the gardener. He's just going about his business. He's got a very zen life now. Oh, I've left all that behind me. I've left it all behind. At the end of the first act, these bad guys show up. It's a simple plan. We hold everybody hostage. We get the MacGuffin, whatever it is. Second act, oh, you're not holding my family hostage. And, he's just sitting in his room reading a book or whatever. And he hears all the commotion, and they don't think about the gardener, right? They didn't count on the gardener. So, one of the henchmen says, go tie him up or go kill that guy or whatever. Next thing you know, he's killing the guys left and right. One by one, he kills them. Oh, find this guy. Find the gardener. You go out and get him. Take the radio this time. And then, he kills him too. So, typical 80s thing. He kills them one by one. And then, eventually their plan starts to unravel. And it looks like the gardener's going to beat them. But then the real bad guy shows up in the third act. He's some sort of crazy muscle-bound killer who's younger than him. but he's the crafty one, right? He's the crafty soldier. So there's a big fight at the end, and he saves the family, saves the day, and then I don't know, continues to be a gardener, or maybe he has to move on. Maybe I have to move on. Now they know where I am. I got to move on, be a gardener somewhere else. But you know he's going to use all the gardening tools to kill guys, right? He's going to kill a guy with a hoe. He's going to kill a guy with in Commando, he had a shed full of blades, for like gardening tools. I don't know, maybe a saw or whatever, and he threw them like ninja stars. In this he'll use like a gardening hoe, and then like maybe a gardening weasel, maybe a trowel. He'll throw a trowel into a guy's heart. We'll be killing guys left and right. This is classic 80s movie. Classic action movie. Baddies. You have no absolute. Oh, look at all his medals. See, you got all his medals. Here's a family being held hostage. Stand your ground. Use gardening tools to murder people. Here's the lead bad guy. It looks good. It looks good. I mean, look. Is it going to be Shakespeare? No. It's not going to be Shakespeare. Yeah, I'm going to know exactly every scene that happens in this movie. I'm going to know every scene. But it's going to be entertaining to watch him kill the guys, and you're going to feel like justified that he's killing bad guys. Not like in some movies where it's like you don't know who the bad guy is, and you know that this is a good guy. At the end everybody lives and happy days and all that good stuff. So you come out positive, and it's action, but it's positive, and it's just a movie. Just a movie. This is my kind of movie. I'll totally see this. It'll probably be streaming on some service. Hopefully it'll come the one I already have. So it's The Gardner. Charles Bronson's spirit still lives. And that's it for this movie. Joan and I will see you in the next one.